In the world of crime solving, DNA technology is no longer just cutting edge, it's front and center. The DNA Doe Project is a nonprofit organization where volunteers help identify unknown persons using investigative genetic genealogy. One local volunteer's work is getting national attention in a new docuseries coming out this weekend. Here's your KVUE Crime Files. It's happening. It's coming out. What are your thoughts?
I'm excited and a little terrified, if I must admit.
Rhonda Kevorkian is used to working behind the scenes, but her latest cold case, which dates back to 1985, has her stepping into the spotlight. After 4 decades,
40 years.
She finally helped Cindy Gina Crow get her name back.
She was recovered off the side of I-20 in Tyler, Texas. She was kind of in a gully, so I think previous mowing crews just kind of mowed over her remains. One of them noticed a skull, and that's when they found her. And they found her remains and then a pile of clothes near her remains.
As one of 5 local volunteers with nonprofit DNA Doe Project,
So we have volunteers in the UK, in Canada, in Australia, Chile. For female inheritance, you get an X from each parent.
Rhonda works to identify John and Jane Does using DNA and family trees.
We look at the match list and we start building the trees of the relatives and see where they connect. And then we start building forward in time from those connections.
We call her Tyler Jane Doe.
Her work on this Tyler case, as well as others, will be featured in a new 6-part docuseries called Naming the Dead. Each episode follows a case from start to finish.
I'd love for you all to watch it, and they go into a lot more detail about the techniques that they use to extract DNA.
And the emotional journeys of all the people it takes to solve these mysteries. In the case of Cindy Gina Crow, Texas officer David Turner worked the scene back in 1985 and spent his entire career trying to solve it. He's the one who reached out to DNA Doe Project for help.
The detective on this case just never gave up on her the whole time. He was so dedicated to getting her case resolved.
The DNA Doe Project presented him with this commemorative coin as a thank you for never giving up.
Thank goodness for the DNA Doe Project. I keep on saying, I can't thank them enough.
He did not want to retire until this case was solved.
And again, the docuseries is called Naming the Dead. It premieres this Saturday, August 2nd at 10 p.m. on the National Geographic Channel, and then August 3rd on Hulu and Disney+.
Can't wait to see that. That's going to be fascinating to watch. Each episode is a different case. Is that how that works?
From start to finish, yes.
So why'd that Texas detective ultimately reach out to the DNA Doe Project? Is there just not enough resources for local departments like that?
Well, you know, funding is always such a big issue, but the DNA Doe Project, basically they rely on investigators, and the investigators offer the genetic genealogy pro bono. However, here's the rub. The lab work can be so expensive, and it costs upwards of $8,000 per case.
Wow.
Per case. So they definitely need people to donate to their general fund. You can also go to their website and you could donate to a specific case. If one just kind of you're thinking, I really want that one to be solved, you can donate to that.
And these cases are all across Texas?
All across Texas, all across the nation.
Wow.
And there's volunteers in Australia, Chile, all over the world.
Amazing. Great story. Can't wait to watch that series. And that starts when?
This Saturday
night?
August 2nd, and then August 3rd is Hulu and Disney+.
Disney+. I'll be watching. Great story.